Hi everyone and welcome to Call Time Production Manager software. This is a media management software, and when I say media, I mean media companies help you do your day-to-day workflow and manage resources. So if you're an audio production company, a video production company, a film production company, any kind of company that deals with media, I think this is a good solution for you. When you log into the application, you're going to be presented with the home screen, which is kind of a daily overview of jobs going on. You see here we have one job, the Great Race to the Finish. It's got 7 crew people with various statuses on there, and we can also show you the gear that's on that job. Down here at the bottom, we happen to have a rental going on today, so we could view the details about that or go directly to the rental order if your company does rentals. This has a daily view, as I mentioned, a weekly view, a monthly view. But most people are going to be on the daily view. You have here a legend that displays the colors that kind of key code. So green is confirmed, aqua is estimate. These colors are totally customizable, so you can reassign those as you see fit and works for you. We also have several tabs. So here's the project schedule. Here's what I call the call sheet response status. So on the Pro tier, if you have that, you have the ability to send out a call sheet for the next day, and that user can confirm that call sheet on their phone, and it shows up here. So how many times has a production coordinator not been able to go to bed at night because they didn't think that everybody knew the call time? This is a great tool to help you resolve that. In this particular tab, I have the people that work for this company, the team. This one I have cameras, and these are customizable along here. So you can have pretty much anything you want up there. In this particular tab, I filtered for cameras. So those are the cameras that we own, and it kind of shows you on a daily status which camera is available, which one's booked. Here's another view for equipment rentals. You could have studios and support spaces. You could have edit suites. You could have vehicles, pretty much whatever you want. Below the home page is probably the most important module of the system is the work orders. And this is where you generate estimates and work orders and fill in all the information. So I'm just going to open this one. If I was creating a new estimate, I would create one, and so it would ask me which company I'm doing it for, and that company would have already been filled out here in the companies and contacts area, and I'll get into that in a second. But here's where you would schedule a project, the dates, the times, the call times, the potential ending times, the location, the status of the project is location production. We've got the dress code, and we have locations here, and I'll get into further details on the deep dive of work orders. Down here we have the crew table, so this is where we can assign positions and then plug in the correct people for those positions and also schedule them. Down here is the equivalent for equipment. We add equipment that we own or that we rent, and we plug it in, we schedule it, and we put it on this production. The next module is the rental module. So if your company does rentals and you have the Pro tier, you'll have access to this. It's pretty straightforward. It's kind of like the work order, but it's just for rentals. We have a pickup date, a pickup time, a return date, and a drop-off time. So here we have the particular item that has been rented and the prices. We also have a manifest for this so that you can check out the gear via barcode and write up damage reports and everything you might expect with a rental application. Next is the companies and contacts. This is where you're going to store all your contacts in one place. So this could be clients, this could be freelancers, it could be vendors. They all go in here. And when you go into the company detail, you can see the people that work for this company. And we can also assign roles to them. So, I've been assigned that I'm qualified as a multicam director, and I've been given a rating, and I can also enter in what I charge for that role. The next is the departments of labor, and this is where you kind of create a rate card of the different positions that you might use in production. Director of photography, their rate, their day rate, 10-hour day rate might be 1,000, and we'll go into more details of that, but this table feeds the work order table. Same thing with the inventory. This is an inventory of the equipment that your company possesses, owns, and it's organized into packages, kits, and equipment. And that's a filtering mechanism so that if you have a lot of gear, you can quickly get to what you need when you're in the quoting stage. And I'll get into that more detail on the deep dive on inventory. Account management, this is where the person within your company that's been delegated as the admin goes. We can set up your company branding and identity. They can go into settings and set the colors however you want to work. A lot of flexibility here. We can manage the daily status. We can manage dress codes. There's all sorts of things here, and there's some calculations for day rate and labor that I'll get into later. You can manage your tax for your locality and your default call times. All that's available here in the settings field.